What's the most powerful choice you can make as an educator when you're co-facilitating with somebody who's very different than you? This is Reid from ReidAboutSex.com and also creator of SexGeekSummerCamp.com. And I am with Kamala Devi of KamalaDevi.com. Perhaps you've seen her work on such amazing shows as Showtime's Polyamorous, Married and Dating. Or perhaps you've attended one of her amazing workshops or even read one of her books. What number book is this?
It's like 4, yeah.
This is the 4th book. So hello everyone, it's Kamala Devi. Say hi.
Hello.
And if I'm wearing the Sex Geek Summer Camp t-shirt, you know that this is actually business advice. And you and I have co-taught a lot of different things, and you co-teach with tons of other educators in Tantra and in personal development and all kinds of things.
We're poly teachers and we like to mix it up.
You are the slutty teacher. Promiscuous and poly. So my question, which is just because I have you here and we can talk about this, advice on educators who are considering co-teaching or are co-teaching and they're teaching with somebody who's just a very different personality, or even advice for when both people are exactly the same. What's your take on that?
And I mean, before even getting into that, there's the same principle of like partner selection. It applies to teacher. You want to select teachers that are, you know, ideally like, bringing out the best in each other.
Date your species.
Yeah.
Okay.
So apply Reid's, you know, mantra to work as well. Mm-hmm. And then regardless of whether you selected who you're on stage with or not, you want to look at staying true to yourself. So as different as they may be and as tempting as it is to be like, ooh, how can I compliment this person? Or what can I do to, like, you know, to show them up? It's so much more powerful when you get really centered and you say, this is who I am, this is what I have to share. And then you end up not losing yourself and being codependent with your teacher.
And what would be some signs or clues around that you might be codependent, in a codependent dynamic and not have noticed it?
Yeah, it's really easy to slip in, especially when you're on stage and all of a sudden you're focused on your teacher. If you're thinking more about how they're presenting and how that's affecting you, and you're thinking less about what I'm here to do, which is deliver content and serve my participants, in that moment you've lost your center. Because you know, when you're on stage, you're in service, and if you're distracted by your relationship dynamics, it's like, how's that serving the group?
Okay. And then what would be some signals, aside from you're totally focused on your dynamic or on your attendees, how do you know when it's a healthy co-relationship, or signals that you would know when you're considering working with somebody that it's healthy before you've even taught together?
Right.
Like how
and this is a really tricky one, because sometimes you're like, oh my god, we get along so well in writing books, we're like great in
until we
friends,
teach,
and then you get on stage together and you're like, oh my, that's a whole dynamic. I think what we're doing right now, which is like teaching in front of a camera, is a kind of a good safe test, because people aren't, you know, like having to.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's like, this is like a screen test.
So you don't have to write an entire book together to figure out if it's a good fit. You don't have to run a 3-day workshop. You
and have participants pay, like they're paying to audition, you know, a co-teacher. It's like, no, just test it out on screen. You
could also even do it if you're a distance. This is actually a really good suggestion. Not that I'm surprised. You are doing it. You could teach something via Skype and do like the split screen recording kind of thing.
Ooh, that's good.
So you wouldn't even have to be in the same place. You could lead a teleclass together, although teleclass might not be the most powerful co-teaching.
People have different personalities on the phone than they do in person.
Okay.
And some people aren't good on camera. That's another thing. Like I've got a girlfriend who's phenomenal, international. You get her on camera and she shrinks. So it's not a perfect test, but you definitely want to start small. Don't go, oh, let's co-teach together. Let's do a week-long event. It's like, no, start with an afternoon if you've never taught with someone.
Okay. And then finally, maybe you didn't follow this advice because it's too late. You're watching this post doing it. 2 bits of advice for when you're actually teaching live and it's imploding because of the dynamic. Like, what would you do?
Right. So it's it's such a tricky balance because the director in me is like, the show must go on, you know, and then the authenticity, like the performance artist in me is like, at that moment you like may want to own it and say, wow, I'm, you know, and transparently share with the group, I'm noticing that we are working out our kinks working together. So let's do some damage control.
I want to shoot a second video because we're gonna pause on this. We're coming back on a second video for exactly what to do when you're co-teaching and it is imploding, because this is a good conversation with control. You and I. Not that that's ever happened
between us.
Between us.
Although, if you have seen the Iron Slut, I'd say
Sex Educator Showdown.
Yeah, there's some almost explosions.
No. You surprised me.
All right.
And I'll try to link to that video here because it's hilarious. Okay, we're coming right back. Leave your comments and your thoughts. Thank you. Bye-bye. I hope this business geekery was useful for you. If you'd like to continue with the brain sex, click on subscribe up here. If you want to follow me on social media, right here, ladies and gentlemen, next video below. And if you'd like your very own Sex Geek Summer Camp t-shirt, then just click right here, right now. Boop. Go ahead.